Frigidaire. We introduced the first home freezer, the first pulsator agitator washer, and now we introduce the Frigidaire Orbit Clean dishwasher, designed with a unique wash arm that gives you 4 times more water coverage for a consistently better clean. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Hi, I'm John Madison. Welcome to this live edition of Connect with me on MeTV Fresno on this Monday morning. It's on the air, off the presses. Hey, big question for you. Are you ready to cut the cord? I'll tell you what I mean about that in just a moment. 436 MeTV option 11. We're going to be talking about cable TV and broadcast TV over the air. 436 MeTV option 11. We're back in just a moment. Remember, turn down the sound on your TV set if you call in. You know, this is a topic that we've been wanting to tackle here on MeTV Fresno for quite some time now. Cutting the cord, that's what we're talking about. You know, if you think back and you look at these TV shows, I mean, all the ones behind me here and all the ones that you watch on MeTV, it's a throwback to yesteryear when we only had 3 networks, NBC, ABC, and CBS. And oh, by the way, you did have the PBS station, although limited programming, of course, on there. But it was great acting, great writing, great drama, a lot of great comedies. Well, now, of course, you've got cable, you've got satellite, you've got AT&T, UVerse, and you have so many channels to choose from. But a lot of people, my friends, right now, believe it or not, are cutting the cord. Let's go to the videotape. I'll show you exactly what I am talking about. Now it seems that a lot of people are going back to their old ways. They're cutting the cord, meaning they're canceling their cable TV service or satellite carrier like Dish or like DirecTV. And many are installing outdoor digital antennas, and they're able to pick up anywhere from 40 to 60 channels, give or take. The question is, why are so many people doing this, switching back, when cable and satellite provide us with up to 500 channels or more? The answer, my friends, is very simple. Cable and satellite companies offer big promotions for 20 to 30 bucks a month. And then when that promotion is over, their bills double, triple in some cases, up to and over 100 bucks a month. Not only that, online streaming has put a small dent in the cable and satellite industry. Services like Netflix, Vudu, and Hulu can be had for anywhere from 8 to 10 bucks a month. It's really hard to say how much of a hit cable and satellite companies have taken. They'll never say, they'll never admit it, but here at Ventura TV, we are selling outdoor digital antennas like hotcakes, maybe even more. Here to talk about all that, live in our studio, is our guy, Dennis Patton, who is of course, an employee right here at Ventura TV, an expert on appliances and televisions and outdoor digital antennas. He is an expert in the field. He'll take your phone calls at 436 MeTV option 11. You're watching us right now, by the way, without cable. 43.6 with an antenna on top of your roof. You have been since the beginning. You may have cable, you might have Comcast, you might be watching us on channel 187, but you also might be thinking about cutting the cord. 436 MeTV option 11. Do not wade through the message, and please turn down the sound on your TV set. Back in just a moment.
1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12.
This is Adam 12. It stars Martin Milner as Officer Pete Malloy, Kent McCord as Officer Jim Reed.
1 Adam 12, roger.
This black and white patrol car has an overhead valve V8 engine. It develops 325 horsepower at 4,800 RPMs. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 7 seconds. It has a top speed of 120 miles an hour. The automobile has 2 shotgun racks, one attached to the bottom portion of the front seat, one in the vehicle trunk.
You want me to drive?
Now on MeTV Fresno, Xfinity 187.
We're back here on Comcast Channel 187, but if you're thinking about cutting the cord, you'll be able to catch us on 43.6. We're selling these digital TV antennas here at Ventura TV, have been for quite some time, and apparently sales are through the roof. Dennis Patton is here. Good to see you, Dennis. How are you?
Good, John. Good morning.
Now, good morning to you. You've been here how long at Ventura TV?
A little over 14 years.
Okay, 14 years. Now, during that time, have you ever seen outdoor antennas selling like they're selling now?
No, literally no. Before, we had an antenna would sit there for months collecting dust. Now we can't even keep them in stock anymore.
Why is that?
Because everybody's realizing that there is over 55 channels out here in Fresno, and they're all free. They're digitally clean. They're not like the old grandpa put an antenna up and you have your snow, you have your ghost pictures. It's crystal clear. And there's over 55 in the Fresno area.
That's amazing. And I said that basically we don't know how much of a dent this is putting into the cable industry. Do you have some latest figures on that? Yeah, you were telling me before the show that you read something on the internet about the numbers.
Actually, this weekend I was looking at AOL, and they had a full article about digital versus analog, and they were saying in the last 18 months alone, AT&T and Comcast lost over 3.1 million subscribers.
Did it list the reason why?
Yeah, tired of paying it. People are saying the bills are too high, $100 to $200 a month to get a couple extra stations outside of the local stations is ridiculous.
Yeah, and the customers that you talk to who come into the store here at Ventura TV, do the majority of those people, do they already have cable and they're switching, they're cutting the cord?
Exactly. In fact,
what's their reasoning?
Well, pricing. And they just say repeats. Everything's a repeat now. They don't see anything good. They have children in the house. They worry about what the children are watching because there's really nothing that they can do for that. With antenna TV, especially 43.6, it's American-made TV, old-fashioned shows. Something that you could put your kid in front of and you don't have to worry about what they're watching. We're talking like Dragnet, we're talking about Bonanza, we're talking about, old famous shows, which are great to watch.
Right. But the customers that you see that come in here are frustrated mainly over their bill, their cable bill?
They're frustrated over the bills. They're frustrated over the service that they have. If something goes down, it takes them 4 or 5 days to fix it.
You're talking about customer service.
Yes.
Like with Comcast
exactly.
or DirecTV. But I talk to a lot of people who do say they do like DirecTV or cable because of the sporting events. Like DirecTV's got the NFL package. So if you cut that out, you don't get any of those.
No, you don't. But at the same time, just like you said with the internet, if you're internet savvy, you can actually go on the internet and watch these football games. But most of all your major games are on ESPN, which is on ABC, CBS, and Fox anyway. So you're not missing a lot of games.
Do you suspect that maybe Netflix and Hulu and Vudu are all cutting into the marketplace for cable TV?
Immensely they are cutting in because people want movies. Why pay so much a month for HBO when for $8 a month you can get over 250,000 movies and also programming? Like if you wanted to watch HBO Sopranos, when you go on Netflix, it's every show that was ever produced. So you can watch it from beginning to end for $8 a month.
Right. Of course, they're a year behind, but who cares?
But who cares? It's only $8 a month, and it's all the shows you can want.
Right. We got some video here, and when people come in the store, they usually ask for one of our salespeople, like Dennis or Hector Coronado is here too, or Rafi, and they ask about the digital antenna setup. And the first thing you do is place the order, right, Dennis?
Exactly.
Place the order, and then what happens next?
And then from there, we schedule the day. We actually call the customer. We tell them what day we're going to come out. Our van comes out and installs their antenna way they need it.
That's the Ventura TV van.
Ventura TV, free TV.
It's the official Ventura free TV van.
Exactly.
We have some video of a roof installation that we took last week. Let's roll that videotape and we can kind of talk over it. Okay. There it is right there, kind of the old-fashioned, but this is really a digital antenna. What's the difference between this antenna, a digital antenna, and the one that my grandparents used to have on their house?
Well, the old one was called an analog antenna. It basically, the signal bounced from the atmosphere up and down. With these new digital antennas, they're line of sight. So when you point them to the antennas up on the hills, you're going to get a direct shot, which is a crystal cleaner picture.
All right, and obviously that's one of our workers there doing some of the wiring. And where is he going to install this? Right on the roof, or he can put it on the side, on the facade too, right?
Actually, he installed the pole that goes on the finished side of the house.
Okay.
It's only 38 inches tall, so it's not going to be 20, 30 feet in the air with guide wires. It's going to be right there, easy. It's not going to move, and it's an easy install for him.
Yeah, I remember the old antennas, the ones that my grandparents used to have. Even my mother and father, they were 30 to 40 feet in the air, literally strung up and held on by 5 or 6 wires, so the wind wouldn't blow them down. But this is held up by a pole, right? A single pole, as we can see here.
Aluminum pole that's been powder
Attached
coated,
to the house.
and it's attached. It's a strong pole. It's very lightweight, so it's not going to put any heavy weight on the structure that it's on.
And what does this weigh in terms of the antenna and the pole?
You're basically looking at about 6 pounds total.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that's better than a 180-pound man crawling up on your roof to put it on.
Yeah, and they got to dig a hole in the
Exactly.
roof and put it in.
And here
then,
you don't have to worry about water seeping into your roof because it's put on the side.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And so an installation cost of roughly how much, Dennis?
For the Fresno Clovis area, we have a special these couple last months. It's the antenna, the pole, 25 feet of cable, single install to a home, $99.99.
Okay, and that special's been running for quite some time, right?
It has.
How many a week would you say are you selling?
Oh my goodness.
Roughly speaking.
Roughly speaking.
And how long has this been going on?
I average probably 6 to 7 a day, 5 days a week, and you got 4 salesmen. So we're talking a good amount.
And you can save up to what, if you're paying $100 a month, you're saving over $1,000 a year.
Yes.
Over here.
And a lot of people don't realize that the free TV is a cleaner picture than Comcast.
We'll talk about that after this phone call. Good morning, you're on with Dennis Patton. Your question.
Yeah, real quick. I remember the old antennas about 40 years ago. Am I gonna have to jump on the roof and move them around?
No, that's the nice part about the new digital antennas. You don't have to move them around because there is only 2 antenna up on the mountains. One's on Bear, one's on Meadow Lake, and all you have to do is point your antenna between them, and it's a crystal clear picture.
Yeah, it's amazing. There is the map right there. We're looking at it full screen, Dennis. What are we looking at here?
Well, we're looking at a map of Fresno, and if you look at Fresno dead center and you look to the east of it, you'll see Bear Mountain, which is due east, and then you see Meadow Lakes, which is northeast. So if you're in the Fresno area, if you basically
this is the range map is
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is the coverage area.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
And you're only 35 miles away from Fresno. That's why we can do the special on the antenna.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. All right, we got to go to break. We're talking with Dennis Patton here of Ventura TV, talking about cutting the cord. If you have cable, if you have satellite, if you have AT&T UVerse, then you are thinking about cutting the cord and going to a digital antenna. Why? Well, maybe you're tired of paying those high prices. We don't know, but we sell them right here at Ventura TV, 436 MeTV, option 11. If you have any questions, we're going to come right back. Make sure and turn down the sound on your TV set. We're back in just a jiffy.
When you're looking for KitchenAid innovation and quality, who has the answers, the selection, the price? Ventura TV Appliance. With billions in nationwide appliance buying power, more than Home Depot and Best Buy combined, will help you save. Our low prices on Energy Star qualified KitchenAid appliances save you energy and money, and pay no interest on select models when paid in full within 12 months. Ventura TV Appliance, serving you since 1951.
Talking about hooking up a digital television antenna on top of your home. It's really on the facade or the side of the house, if you want to call it that. It's not those 40, 50-foot high antennas that you had on your grandparents' house that you might recall. And Dennis, we were talking about the picture being much more clear than, say, cable. Why?
because digital is a cleaner picture. It's a higher resonance on the picture. So you're going to get a cleaner picture. No more ghost, no more, this or that. You're going to have it or you don't with digital. That's the great part about digital pictures.
Okay, so it is a cleaner picture than...
immensely.
Yeah.
Immensely. The whole thing is that when you look at a high definition picture, like on ABC or CBS off the antenna that you have put on your roof, it is going to be crystal clear. In other words, you'll see details that you never saw before because of the picture quality.
Yeah. We have some more video here, a hookup. We're not sure what this will show us here, but let's roll the tape and we'll find out quickly. What are we doing here? We're continuing the setup. This is indoors. We do have a phone call. We'll take a look at this as we take the call here. Dennis, good morning. You're on Connect with Me. Your question, please.
Yes, the question that I have is, do you guys install those on apartment complexes or just houses?
Oh, that's a great question. This is one of your pet peeves.
Oh, this is a
Go
pet
ahead.
peeve. I really have a problem with that because there's a lot of apartment complexes in the Fresno County that won't allow people to put up antennas. You can put up a dish, you can go Comcast, but they won't let you put an antenna. And unfortunately with us, we want to do it, but we need a legal notice from the owner or the landlord of the apartment complex, and then we're allowed to put that antenna up for you. That's the problem with antennas. But, you can always get a little antenna and put it in your east window to get channels, too.
Yeah, we're back in the video here. So he's installing indoors, right, Dennis?
Yes,
What's he doing
is.
here?
He's actually running the wires, the cable through the wall and making sure all the connections are correct. He's hooking up the TV now. And then right after that, he'll basically program it. Now, this is a digital TV, so all he has to do is grab the remote for the TV and program it. But if you own an older style TV, we do sell converter boxes, so you can watch the new free TV on your old style TV box.
All right. Now, a lot of people are probably going to have the question that, well, I'm not sure, but this is one of the questions I have, and that is, do you have digital antennas that you can use indoors, or are they all outdoor antennas?
The outdoor antennas, honestly, are the best. You get your best quality and the most channels provided in the area. Mm-hmm. The problem is with the antennas indoors, a lot of times they lose a signal because of all the wood. You're between trees and stuff like that will knock some of the signal out.
All right. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. Your question.
Yeah, what is the service radius? I mean, I live way out here in Reedley, and I've seen its commercials, but it says only in Fresno where you can get that really good deal.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
We can take care of where.
If you look at your television set, we put up a map there, and maybe we can zoom in a little closer on the next map, but that's your coverage area. We put that up in the last segment, but that is a good question. If you live in Reedley, you can still get a digital antenna on your roof and get the Fresno stations, right? And get MeTV?
Oh, yeah. And also, too, where he lives, if he wants to buy a certain style antenna, he can actually get it at Bakersfield, too.
Really?
Really.
What kind of an antenna would he need?
It's called an 8-bay antenna, and what it is, it's an antenna that you can actually go forward or fold up, and one part would be faced towards Fresno, which would get all the stations. The other part would be south, which would get all the Bakersfield stations.
Okay. Okay, so is that a little more in terms of...
Well, it is a little bit more. Like the special we're talking about for $99.99, that's for Fresno Clovis, because the antenna we provide is a 35-mile antenna, so you can get all stations. But when you're out in Selma and places where you're at, we're going to have to sell you a stronger antenna.
Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. Your question, please.
Yes. I wanted to know, on these types of antennas, I have an older TV, and I wanted to know, would I need an antenna for each room, for each TV, or would it be one antenna?
Great question.
Oh, well, actually, you can, for an antenna, you can have up to 2 TVs on one antenna, but we do provide a booster that you can buy that will boost the signal up to 6 TVs in your home.
For one antenna?
For one antenna.
Right.
So you can
Is
have
it
6
recommended that you put up more than one, though, if you have like 6 or 7 TVs in the house?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're talking like 6 or 7, yeah, you should put an extra antenna up. But the booster usually provides all the signal you need for 5 to 6 TVs.
See, and the good thing is, what I didn't clarify at the top is, and that is, there is no monthly charge like what you're getting from Comcast cable or satellite television or ATT Uverse. Once you install your antenna, there's no monthly fee. That's it. You're done.
No, it's free. That's why we keep saying free TV, just like the old days. Instead of getting your old major 4 channels, you're getting over 55 channels free.
Okay, another call here on Connect with Me. Good morning. You're on with Dennis. Your question.
Hi, yeah, I called earlier about, I'm living here in Reedley. If I go and buy the antenna there at Ventura, will I have a technician come and install it for me way out here in Reedley?
Sure. If you want it installed, we can provide installation for a fee. We can set it all up. We can hook up as many TVs as you have in your home.
Okay. We got to take a break here on Connect with Me. We are talking to Dennis Patton from Ventura TV about cutting the cord. If you're watching us right now on Comcast Cable Channel 187, hey, that's beautiful. That's great. No problem at all. We appreciate that. But if you don't have cable, you can still watch us because we're on 43.6 and have been with all of the MeTV programs and Connect with Me. 436 MeTV option 11. Cutting the cord is the topic. Turn down the sound on your TV set if you call in.
Now, why don't you tell us the whole story right from the beginning? All right, from the beginning. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. My name's Friday. I carry a badge. Police officers.
You any idea who the other man was?
My partner's Bill Gannon.
Program?
We got just one big question.
Yeah.
When?
Now on MeTV Fresno, Xfinity 187.
Cutting the cord, my friends. Have you thought about cutting the cord? I'm not sure yet. Hey, we're not bashing the cable companies, but a lot of people are coming in asking for these digital antennas because they're tired of paying that high fee. You get the promotion from Comcast, you get the promotion from AT&T or Dish or DirecTV. Once that promotion is over a year later, boom, your bill shoots up sky high, maybe double in some cases. We do have a caller calling in, and good morning, you're on with Dennis Patton. At least you were. You got to be patient. 436 MeTV option 11. Don't wait through the message and turn down the sound. So, we have another piece of video, Dennis. It's called Cable Box.
Oh, right? Yes.
Now, I want you to explain what this is, because if you do have a cable box like this person has outside of their home, no problem. Does it make it easier to hook up a digital antenna? And if so, why?
Actually, it does. If you already have Comcast and you're thinking about finally cutting that cord and saving some money, it's easy for us to install. We can put that antenna up where it belongs. We run our cable right where the connection goes for Comcast, disconnect Comcast, put in our antenna, and we're done. We just program all the TVs you have in the house.
Wow, that's amazing. So you just basically run the antenna cable where the cable television outlets
exactly
were.
where the box was. We
all
connect.
Right. All right. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. Your question?
Yeah. Good morning, John. What's your guest's name?
Oh, it's
please?
Dennis Patton.
Dennis. To Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis,
Morning.
Hey. Good morning, Dennis. Can you actually get antenna, TV, and cable on the same television?
You sure can. That is a big question, and thank you for calling on that.
Okay,
you sure
Dennis.
can. You can have Comcast connected because Comcast uses cable wires, and antenna is antenna wires.
What's the difference?
Basically, high definition television uses HDM cord, which is a input on the side of your TV, versus where we would connect to your tuner that's properly built into your TV. So you can have both the best worlds. We program your TV, you watch your TV on TV. If you want to watch Comcast, you flip it to input 1 or what input you have it on, and you have best of both worlds.
Yeah, you're done.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So there's some people that may not want to cut the cord. They may want to keep their cable television or their satellite service, and then they want to switch back and forth.
Well, how about this? How many times are you watching cable and you got something programmed and you want to watch another channel, but you can't? Well, with this, you can flip it over to TV and watch a different channel.
Yeah, another call. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. Your question. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead and speak up.
Hello?
Speak up.
Yeah, I had a question about the HD channels and how the cable companies compress their picture. And do I get a better picture over the air as compared to the compressed picture from the cable company?
Oh, you definitely do. When you're talking about compressed signal, what happens with Comcast, they get it from the affiliates. They have to compress it This signal send it through their whole system to your home for Comcast. With antenna, it's right off the antennas, off the mountains, across the airwaves, onto your antenna, into your home. It's minimum, least 20 to 25% clear.
Because the picture is not compressed.
Correct.
Okay, and compressed meaning smaller.
Smaller, which you lose digital pixels, which means less of. And less of means no clarity.
And that's why it's not as clear.
Correct.
As the outdoor antenna picture is coming through your home. All right, more video. We have a van that maybe you've seen out there on the streets of Fresno. Do you know that we have a van?
A van? What kind of van is that, John?
I don't. A van in a man in a van down by the river. No, that was Saturday Night Live. But here's our van, Fresno. It's called Free Fresno, right?
Free Fresno. This is our install van that we carry all our antenna goodies to hook up. And what's great about this van is when our guy goes out there and hooks up something and he doesn't have the part, he can go right to the van and have it. Or if the next door neighbor decides to have an antenna put up while we're putting up somebody else's antenna, he has the equipment right in the van.
Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. Your question. Hello, caller. Caller.
Hello?
Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I have an old Panasonic. I'm in Madeira, and I use a little antenna that I just have it laying on the floor aimed at my slider. And
okay.
I've used it for about 2 years, and I'm very happy, except I have one question. I can't ever seem to get a channel, I think it's KAIL, where it has reruns of Bones and House.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm trying to remember what channel that is.
KAIL, that's channel 7, I believe.
Channel 7.
Channel 7, yeah.
Well, the problem is that you're far enough away, you need a stronger antenna, and definitely you need it outside to get it. Because there is a lot of channels out there.
Yeah. So you have, right now, ma'am, you have an indoor antenna?
I just have one of these little flat things that looks like a little piece of book, a little black book aimed at my slider.
Okay, so it's indoors.
It's indoors. I have it in front of my slider here, aimed east.
Question I have is, how many stations do you actually get?
Oh, I don't know. I get a lot. I like the MeTV and the other one below it, and then I get all the other CBS. I get all the TV channels except that one that I want.
Well, all right. So if you want a stronger signal and you want more clarity and you want to be able to get more digital channels, you might want to consider getting an outdoor antenna, and it's relatively cheap. How much, Dennis?
Relatively cheap, $39.99 for the kits for Fresno Clovis.
Okay. All right. So there you go. If you want to call our store, it's 265-4326. Or if you want to call in and you have a question right here on the show, excellent, outstanding questions from our viewers today. 436 MeTV, option 11, turn down the sound on your TV. Another piece of video. So what kind of programming are we going to get? Let's roll that videotape, by the way. Go ahead and talk about it, Dennis, the programming.
Well, programming, there's all sorts of programming. I mean, you're getting music stations, you're getting movies, you're getting religious channels, you're getting like variety shows like LWN, you get all the majors. There's a lot of different programming that you can watch.
All right. Right now he's setting up the TV and going through the channels, right?
Yeah, he's definitely programming it, and this is a new flat screen, so he's programmed with the tuner that's built inside of it. And if you watch this real quickly, as he's tuning it in, at the final, you're looking at 63 channels that will pop up.
But that's not exact. You can get anywhere from 40 to 60,
That's
right?
true. That's true. It depends on where you're at, the area, if there's trees, there's wires. You know, unfortunately with digital, there's a little bit of difference. If you have a building in front of you, you could lose a couple channels, but most of the time you're going to get over 55 channels.
Right. And the good part is you can get a lot of Hispanic programming.
Oh,
tremendous amount of Hispanic programming with outdoor digital antennas.
Put it this way, I think if the Hispanic population here in Fresno actually knew how many stations were on...
You get your Univision, you get
Azteca. JMOS, you got Mundo Fox, you got Azteca, you got a lot of good
You can
programs.
get Mong TV.
You got 2 channels of Mong, you got a couple French stations, we have a lot more stations coming down the pipeline.
All right, okay, 265-4326 is the number to the store. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.
Always.
Back here tomorrow on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. Thanks for being with us.
taking care of laundry taking too much of your time? Have you become a missing mom? With a new fast, efficient washer and dryer from Ventura TV Video Appliance, you'll spend more of your day the way you want. Save now on Frigidaire's Advanced Affinity Laundry Pair. Let Frigidaire save you energy, water, and time. Don't spend your life on laundry. Upgrade today at Ventura TV Video Appliance and save.
Want more of me? Me? Go to MeTVFresno.com for schedules, information on your favorite shows, videos, pictures, and more. Go to MeTVFresno.com today. Exclusively brought to you by Ventura TV.